I was thinking about this. I watched your Kristen put it on, and I go,
Oh, who you telling?
I know.
I have to walk into Rachel watching stand-up specials.
I know. The stand up on the spot, right, with Jeremiah. He does that show, right?
Yeah.
I watched your stand up on the spot,
Right.
And I'm watching it, and I don't watch stand up.
Neither do I.
I just don't. But Kristen loves it, and that's awesome, and she's watching it. And
that's why she married you guys.
And I'm like, babe, you got I'm like, babe, you got to. Why do we have to watch this? And she's like. She's like, I don't, but you weren't here. You were in the other room, and you came in, and I'm like,
I have the same shirt on.
this wasn't
this the old one.
That's not the one that you. That's not the one that I was.
That's the old one.
But
I have like 4 shirts.
Same.
I'm 50 plus.
But she's watching it, and I'm like, babe, I don't want to watch it. The show's 2 hours. I'm like, and she's like, I just saw your friends are on it. I wanted to watch. She wanted to watch Rick Glassman and you.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, that's fine. I'll watch you. Because you're my bud, and I've never seen this show, and I'm watching it, and you're so good at it. Okay, now you're a top-notch comedian.
I look fat.
All right, you're a top-notch comedian.
Brandon, go ahead. I gotta get back to it. As I see this, I'm like, ooh.
But you don't think about. But you don't think about. Just fucking wear black.
I know.
But you're so good at it. And it's because of, I was thinking about this because I was watching you. A lot of the things that people were yelling out are things that we've just talked about. And you already have a take on it.
There has the reps.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Some of them wasn't. Some of it you were coming up with on the spot, which is very impressive.
But it's rare, too, they're going to yell something out where you don't have a hot take.
But my point is...
That was almost an insult.
Almost.
I'm just saying, it's we cover so much
the way
shit.
You said it. You always have a hot take.
I always say, like, Eminem, people are so impressed with when he was coming up with, like, how are you figuring out what rhymes in the moment? He already knows what rhymes.
Yeah.
He already has a database of it. It's kind of like that. And even if they're gonna throw something out that's new that you haven't thought about yet, it's a version of something you've thought about before, right? So and I was so impressed with watching you and the way you were doing that from a comedian standpoint. Like I was like, wow, this is really good. This is a top-notch person doing this, right? It really is. It really is. And I was
what? You take it for granted. I don't mean to interrupt you. You take it for granted because we're always around each other.
Yeah, sure, of course. But I say to Kristen, I say, like, this is an example of a really good comedian who can do this, and he's just a comedian that is obsessed with it and wants to be funny all the time. And it was interesting seeing you connect those dots, and I was like, I bet like he just has like you said, there was one thing you said, like the thong song, like I said,
right?
Like I just have that in my head, and I know the way it sounds. When you say violin, I go, oh, and I pick from. What's violin? Thong song, that's fine. But like that's what you're doing when you're on stage there.
But you know what? Sometimes with that thing too, sometimes like you get a suggestion, and I know in my mind, this is what I do sometimes. I don't care what the suggestion is. I know that I want to talk about. I'll find a small bridge.
Yeah, of course.
To jump over to
something else.
Yeah, of course.
And then people make it, you know what I mean?
Yes,
it's
of course.
It's just like that. I mean, I'll say this though, something that the internet.
Oh, Pacoima is what you said. You know that's funny. You know that's funny. You just said it because something about Mexicans, and you're like, from Pacoima, and it was something, and I was like, that's so funny because Pacoima isn't in my database. I would say something else, Riverside, whatever, but like that's what's in your database, and I was like, that's so interesting because you already know that's funny. It's not like you're thinking of, oh, where are Mexicans from? You already know that, so you go Mexican, Pacoima, boom, and it was just really interesting to see. But anyway, it was a high level comedian doing that, and it was really fun to watch, and it is. And let me tell you something, dude.
Suck them off.
There are not. I didn't watch any of the other guys, but that is that it. I want to make this a point to say this. I did not watch anyone else. I watched you, but it's got to be that show has to fall flat a lot, right?
You know, you do what they don't show is that you do set.
It's not live, right?
You do a set.
Right. Okay, I thought it might be. No, I thought it might be. I don't know. They do shit live all the time.
Yeah. But it's just like improv, though.
Got it.
Yeah.
You know, when you see improv, it's you're gonna
because there are very good comedians that can't do that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So it's just
my point is.
But what I was saying is like the thing too about like the crowd works, world that we're in right now. The only thing about it that is like, hard. It makes it hard for some comedians, but they don't realize is once you put that out into the world, now you can't do that again.
Right. I know. Yeah.
Because before that. Sometimes there is crowd work you just have in your head.
Yeah, I used to do that.
Some old classics.
Because it's like a girl that it won't shut up.
Right.
Yep.
And she, I have a whole thing for that.
Yep.
Of course, right.
You know what I mean? That it's just like she's going to be crying in the parking lot type of thing,
right.
And
Now you get one of those.
You get one of those.
Post it.
Well,
you post it.
But
It's like, oh, he's going to do the thing.
You know
Like,
what?
oh,
No,
weak.
you can still do it. You just can't post it again. You can still do it.
Right.
Yeah.
I know,
It's in your database,
but
but
if people become a fan, they
know. Yeah.
Oh, he's doing it.
Yeah.
They just in their head, you think about it like that.
I did what did I do? But honestly, I did think that, and then I actually like now the fact that if I'm on stage and somebody does something similar to something I've already done crowd work wise and I've already posted it, I try to think, okay, well, what else is there?
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So it's good for you.
No.
Yeah,
I know.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. But sometimes I see, like, when you watch, like, say, a crowd work comedian,
right.
and you watch him all the time, you go, "Oh, he's not. This is
I see what he's
material.
doing. I see what he's doing. Yeah.
This is
But
material."
also,
I've heard that one before.
Isn't
This
the
one's
crowd
material.
work trend kind of going away? I don't
Yeah.
see it as much.
It's so.
It is going on.
I don't see it as much,
You know what
which
it
I
is?
think is a good thing.
You know what though? The thing is, like I said, there's very few comedians that can do it at a high level, right? And there's guys like you, there's guys like Matt Rife, the guys that can really do it. All right. After that, there is a huge drop off,
Well,
and there are many, and it's terrible.
I know, but the thing that is what you don't see it anymore, but you do see it from people who are making an effort. So, like, they have like a crew. Like, you'll see crowd work now.
See, I don't like that.
Like Trevor Wallace. Like, he'll
Right.
have like, this is obviously, he's got a crew with him.
Yeah.
Matt has a crew with him. He's got
You mean
two
with
guys.
cameras and shit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
cameras
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff. Like,
yeah,
you
of
have
course.
guys that follow.
See, that's why I like Chris's more, because you're not going, like, there's certain comics where I'm like, all right, here he goes doing crowd work.
Yeah.
This is his thing. This is his tool. This is what he does. And then yours, like, you posted one where the guy was hammered, dude. Hammered. And you were in the bit, and then it turned into crowd work where it wasn't.
I don't.
You know how guys are going out there like, all right, who can I pick on?
Where you from?
You can feel it out, you know?
But that's
like,
but what I'm saying though. But
I like yours because the guy was hammered.
But that's the same thing,
You just
though.
yelled something out. Remember, you yelled something weird out?
Yeah.
But you have some guys though. I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah,
though.
just in case it happens.
Right.
Yes.
The people that are. That's the thing.
But you're not. But it's not.
I
like,
am not trying.
The
But
first
that's
20
work.
minutes.
No.
But that's what I'm saying though is that the other people, they just think they could put their phone on a tripod in the back of the room
Yes.
and they're going to create something. No, this is like a business
Right,
now.
right.
And so if you don't treat it as such,
You better step your
sound's
game
gotta
up.
be
step
good.
your game up.
That was
Right,
like
that's what I'm saying.
that was like
So
when we
the
first got into
sound-
podcast, and
right.
people were like, "I'll just set up in my bedroom." I'm like, good luck, man.
Yeah.
Good luck.